Hello and welcome back to another episode of DGR Pickups and Finds. Today we have some really cool pickups that we want to show you that we've recently acquired. But before that, Dan, do you want to tell them about the game room tour?
Yeah, the game room tours are coming up here towards the end of the week. We'll be releasing it. So we're prepping our game rooms, just tidying up a little bit, making things a little bit neater.
Lots of tidying going on.
We do have a little contest coming up about it.
If you voted and if you watched the 200 subscriber special video, you may have noticed that there was something called a surprise twist. Now the surprise twist, pretty cool. You guys have a chance to win one of these
Check it out.
Awesome t-shirts. So more details coming soon about that. But if you guys want a chance to win one of these awesome t-shirts, stay tuned. We'll have more information on that coming soon. But that's the surprise twist. Hope you guys are excited for it. But Dan, do you want to go ahead and... Well, no, you know what? I'll go first. Dan has a little bit more recent pickups than me. So I'll quickly go through mine, and then Dan can go through his. So I'm going to start with a Nintendo 64 game that I recently got. I got Blast Cores for the Nintendo 64, one that I don't have, made by Rare. Pretty fun game. I actually played it yesterday for a little bit. You actually get to... The point of the game is to just be destructive and blow stuff up. It's pretty cool.
It was actually a launch title.
Was it really?
Yeah, it was one of the very first titles for it. Maybe not a launch, but very shortly thereafter.
It was fun. I enjoyed it. I've heard it's a really good game, so I'm excited to dive into that a little bit more. Another one I got for the Super Nintendo, Joe and Mac. Very excited to have this one in my collection.
Great game.
Played it a little bit, years ago. Never was able to own it. I think my cousin actually owned this, and I played it. So I was very, very excited to see this upon our travels to find this. So really excited about this one.
Good two-player.
Another game I got for the original Game Boy, and that is Mega Man 4. Pretty tough to come by, kind of rare. Paid a little bit for this one, but very excited because this completes the Mega Man games for the Game Boy. I now have them all, Mega Man's 1 through 5 on the original Game Boy. So I was excited to find that. Some NES games. Got 3 NES games recently. First one I got is MC Kids.
That's a fun game.
Me and Dan actually got a chance to play this a couple nights ago. We had a blast with it. We were having a lot of fun.
The controls are floaty, but it's still fun.
It was a lot of fun. We were laughing and having a good time with it, so a lot of fun. The next one I got was The Guardian Legend. This one actually came courtesy of Dan. I
knew you'd enjoy it.
Dan was the Easter bunny for me and got this for me, and super, super glad to have this. It's one I've had my eye on for a long time. I've heard such good things. Got to play about 5-10 minutes of it, and what I played was awesome. I see why it gets such high praise. But the front cover does no justice to the game.
It's very deceptive.
I understand why it's a hidden gem now, because probably so many people overlooked it because of the cover. The front cover doesn't do it any justice.
Can't judge a game by its cover.
Another one Dan got me, which is Vice Project Doom. This is another one. The cover does not do it justice. I played about 10 minutes of this as well. Kind of plays like a Ninja Gaiden, Batman,
Spy Hunter.
It's got Spy Hunter to it. Yeah. A lot of fun. Had fun with this one. Can't wait to dive into this a little bit more. What else did I get? Recently got this one, Devil's Third for the Wii U.
I don't have that.
This came out a little bit before Christmas, and it was really hard to come by. People were price gouging it for $150. They recently reprinted it, so it's not nearly as hard to come by. But very happy to have this. Haven't opened it up yet. Haven't had a chance to play it, but look forward to it.
I said it was a good multiplayer.
Yeah, I heard the multiplayer
not a very good
fun.
single player.
I've heard mixed things. I've heard people that love it, heard people that hate it,
and
I'm sure there's some in between there. But I'm excited to give it a shot. I love my Wii U, so if I can add some games to it, I'm more than happy to do so. Another game. This is a game I've been looking for quite a long time. It's not rare. It's not hard to come by. I just haven't been able to find it. And I've been wanting it for a long time, and that is a game called Heavenly Guardian. Now, a lot of you guys have probably seen this. It looks like shovelware. Wii shovelware. There's tons of crappy games on the Wii.
UFO, too.
UFO.
It's known for shovel.
Yeah, exactly. They made a ton of crappy games for the Wii. So when I found this, you might be wondering, why did you want this? Well, it's considered a spiritual successor to Pocky and Rocky, which was on the Super Nintendo. And I actually played this, and it is a lot of fun. I got it for under $5. And it's probably one of the better games I've paid under $5 for. It's super fun, super glad to have it. Can finally knock this one off my list, so very happy to have it. A couple games I recently got. I got Knights Into Dreams for the Sega Saturn. This is the not for resale version, so that's pretty cool. Don't know a whole lot about it. I've seen gameplay of it, but I don't really know how it plays or anything.
It's a fun 3D run.
It's one of the, it's ranked as one of the better
Saturn
Saturn
and it looks
games,
awesome.
So.
I mean, for especially it's aged semi-well
yes,
as well. But,
yes. So very excited to have this. Can't wait to play this one. I'm gonna save that one for last.
That's a great one.
Got this for the PS3, Eternal Sonata. It's an RPG. Plays kind of like the Tales series, Tales of Symphonia.
Yeah, classic JRPG.
Very fun. I've played a little bit of it. I played through the first 2 chapters when a friend let me borrow it, and then I gave it back to him. So, be happy to play through it, finish the story out, see how it ends. And then another Sega Saturn game. Dan's kind of got me on a little Sega Saturn kick.
I know.
Yes, you do. Magic Carpet. It's kind of cool. I've seen a little bit of footage on YouTube of it. I've never played it, but it kind of plays like a you ride a magic carpet and it's a shooter, kind of like a first-person shooter.
Right.
But I'm very curious to see how it plays. I don't know a whole lot about it.
Yeah, I've never played it. It was on the PlayStation 1.
It was on the PlayStation 1
as
as well. So give that a shot here soon. And then lastly, the one I'm most excited to have.
Awesome.
Easter Bunny brought this one as well, and that would be Zombies Ate My Neighbors Complete in Box. Super excited to have this. I've always wanted to have this in my collection, just for whatever reason I didn't own it, but a great Konami game, great multiplayer game, multiplayer, awesome.
Really the only way to play it.
Yes.
I mean, single player is okay, but
it makes it when you play it with friends. And really, I've played a lot of it, like I said, just have never owned it, so super excited to put this on my shelf and play it too.
That's awesome.
So
we've played it.
We have played it. Yeah, you've had it for a long time,
right,
so I've gotten to play a lot of it, but now I have my own. So Dan, why don't you go ahead and show some of the
little goodies that I've picked up. I have a little bit of a haul here.
Very jealous.
Been all over the spectrum. The first was from my wife, the Easter Bunny. Was a Nights into Dreams with the 3D control pad. Definitely the predecessor to the Dreamcast controller.
Yeah, it looks very similar to it.
It's kind of their way of branching in. The Nights is an awesome game. Not overly difficult. Graphically, just amazing to look at.
I'm excited to play that.
Complete in the box.
That's awesome.
Liking that.
Very cool.
Another Saturn game from the same Easter Bunny is a Stall. Great game.
Awesome.
Colorful. The palettes look amazing. It's an easy game to play. Only thing bad about it, single player. I think the Nights you can play 2 players.
Oh, that's cool.
But this you can only play single player. Another hidden gem, really. But
yes, I have that game. Unfortunately, I don't have it with the manual,
right.
so I'm
but
a little.
you'll run across.
What's cool? What's weird about it is that the side, all the Saturn games that I've come across, lists what the game is, and the Stall doesn't. For
I don't know why either.
That's
I don't have a clue.
Yeah.
And another game I picked up at a store was for the Saturn, the NBA Live 97. And basically I bought this for the case. If anybody has any of like the Sega CD cases or the the Saturn cases, the long boxes, that know that they're so fragile, easy to crack and break.
Very easy.
Got this at the store for $1.37. You can't even buy
cases
for that. Yeah, so for $1.37 just as a replacement case.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
Absolutely.
I did get Rise of the Dragon for the Sega CD. It's kind of a point-and-click game to go through. Mature rated. Really cool game. Nothing overly difficult. MA17. It was a mature rated back when the rating system was just coming around. But it was a great game. A lot of fun.
Well, was that like a competitor to Snatcher for the Sega CD? Was it kind of?
I think it was
kind of similar to that.
Yeah, something like that. The point and clicks.
Yeah.
But they're fun, and it's okay. It's not as good as Snatcher for sure. Snatcher was an awesome game.
Very hard to come by as well.
Sega kick on most of these. You'll see Crazy Taxi 2 for the Dreamcast. First one was great. Second one's just as fun. NFL Blitz.
Oh, that's a fun game.
Yeah, it's fun, cheap game. You sit down and just slam the crap out of each other.
It's a great game. I love that game.
It is. It's an awesome game. Sega Genesis, we got Landstalker.
Yes.
Very similar to a Zelda. I mean, they back in the day, they used to try and push it as a Zelda killer. Everything's a Zelda killer.
The front cover, even, they tried to make it look like Zelda.
Right, exactly. And the European version or the PAL version looks almost completely different.
Oh, really?
It's just funny how the cases
they try to change it.
Yeah, and that's another episode why some like the European versions were different than this. And then I did pick up a couple Master System games, nothing elaborate, but like Altered Beast. I remember playing this in the arcade. I remember playing it on the Sega Genesis. That was actually my first system with the Altered Beast.
Really?
Before Sonic came out, it was actually a launch title.
That's pretty cool.
Another arcade classic, Afterburner. fun game, just an arcade shooter. And for the Sega Master System, Alex Kidd, some of them were good, some of them were bad.
Yeah.
High Tech World wasn't the greatest. Shinobi World was awesome, and it reflects in the price of them
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah. It's still cool to have.
And it's weird, like the Master System games when we're out traveling, I mean, you find them, it seems like the Master System games are all in the box.
Yeah,
I don't very
it's
rarely
true.
see any with them, but the Genesis games, they're all loose, so I don't know what happened.
It's weird, yeah. Why did people keep the Master System
It doesn't make
cases?
sense.
I don't know, but it's
And
nice.
I did get one more, last but not least, and it's because he had to rub it in on me constantly on the 3DS, because we were on the Amiibo thing. I did get the Mega Man with the gold Amiibo. I haven't even opened it yet, so I'm one up on him. I don't know if I'll even open it. I'll probably just play his Mega Man anyway.
He would do that too.
So
he would.
This is awesome.
You know, I can never one up him. He's always got to
try, and that's just the
unbelievable.
The
no,
elderly.
that's cool. That's cool that you got it.
Yeah, I'm excited.
It's worth it just for the gold Amiibo.
Yeah,
pretty cool.
It's awesome.
So yeah, that was our recent pickups. Some good ones
Great
in there.
haul.
Yeah,
I'm very excited. I've obviously been on a Sega kick.
Yeah.
I mean, between Genesis and Saturn, more Saturn than anything.
I'm excited to sit down and play some of these. I really can't wait to dive into Joe and Mac a little bit more and try some of my other ones out. But like we said, Game Room Tour coming soon. Special twist, you have a chance to win one of these awesome t-shirts, and we'll give you more details on that here pretty soon. But stay tuned, and thanks for watching.
We'll see you next time.